Hey, welcome everybody. This is a quick training we're going to do to demo how to use the Vision time and attendance system on a iPhone. My name is Alan Kirkham. I'm the Director of Client Services here at T-Rock. Welcome to T-Rock. Thought we'd do this quick little demo so that you can see how to utilize Vision. And I'm going to just step you through it from the very beginning, and then if you have additional questions, you can direct them to your district manager. But hopefully, by just showing you this demo, you'll be able to pick up and learn how Vision functions and how to utilize it. It's a pretty good system, very good system. It will track, again, time, attendance, information from your visit, and we collect it there and then send it off to the client. And it is how you will get paid. So you want to make sure you've got the login, log out portion of that really dialed in, so there's never an issue with getting paid. Which anyway, so I just want to step you through it from the very beginning. So the first step is to download the app onto your iPhone. You just go to the iPhone App Store and you're going to type Vision by, and normally it pops up, but when you type by Vision by Mobile Insight, it's that one right there on top. And then find the app. So you see that one right there in the middle. Vision by Mobile Insight has the little carved out globe. That's the one you want to download onto your phone. I've already downloaded it, so for me it says open. On your phone it might say install or get or any of those others. So make sure that you install it on your phone and then you're ready to go. So now let's go to that app and I'll show you how to log in. So once you go to that app and tap on it, this should be the first screen you see, and you'll need to log in. So you're going to want to type in your password. Now, your username and your password will be emailed to you. Might get lost in your junk mail or trash, or so search for it, but it'll give you your username and it'll give you a temporary password. You can cut and paste that temporary password into this screen, or you can type it in. What I will tell you, and this is where reps run into a lot of problems, if you do cut and paste, make sure you don't accidentally grab a space in front of it or behind it that then doesn't really show up but is actually there. It can cause a lot of problems with logging in and it not accepting that password. So be very careful with the cut and paste. But again, you can type it in. I'm going to type it in just so you can see this little eyeball off to the right. If you tap on that, you can actually see yourself, see what you're typing in for your password, which is helpful with those complicated initial temporary passwords. But I'm just going to type mine in. I can see it, so I know it's right. And then I'm going to tap login. Excellent, logged me in. So this is the first screen you're going to see once you've logged in. Again, if you're having trouble getting your login to work, make sure that you've typed it in exactly as it appears. It is case sensitive. So make sure you got all the cases right. And again, if you've copied and pasted it and it's still not working, make sure there's not a space at the end or the beginning of it that you didn't notice. And if you're still having problems, let your district manager know and we'll have to reset your password again and work from there. So once you're logged in, this is what you're going to see. Let me talk to you about this page, the different options on this page. It generally defaults to the today option. So you'll see what you have scheduled for that day. You can on the bottom, if you click on a calendar, you can look at it this way, and you can tap on any one of these calendar days to see what you have scheduled for that day. Now, because I don't use Vision normally, I only have something assigned today, and it's this event that I'm going to use for training. You may have multiple items listed there on different days. And again, you can tap on any date on that calendar to see what you're scheduled for. The activities, I'm not going to have any activity. An activity would be loaded in there if you've been assigned to do something, but you haven't scheduled it yet. So it's not assigned to a specific day. You'd go into that activity, determine which day you're going to do it, and schedule it, and then it would drop to the calendar or today. For these Navico events, at least the plan right now is to direct schedule and direct assign, so they'll land on a calendar day. If you have any visits running, which I don't at this point, in progress, you could see them by tapping visit there on the bottom. If you want to look at stores that are close to you or near you, then you click stores. Of course, again, I've only got this loaded enough for demo, so that's why you're only seeing a couple stores there. Yours should have more on there. And then the today is where we started, and that just shows what event is assigned to me today. Up here at the top where you see my name, Alan Kirkham, you can tap on that and it gives you a couple different options. The most important one here is the help. If you're having any kind of issues, now this is issues after you've been able to log in, obviously, but say your geofence isn't working or time isn't working or something, you're just going to tap right there where it says help, tap on that, and it'll bring up this page. And then you just type in what your issue is. Geofence not working. And then you hit submit in the upper right corner there, and that's going to send it directly to the help desk, and then they'll get in touch with you. I'm not going to send that in, so I'm just going to type cancel. If you ever want to change your password, you can tap there, change your password if you want to log out at the end of the day. Now, this is how you log out of the app. This is not logging out of a shift. So please don't get those confused. Okay, so let's jump into an event. So right there in the middle, right below activities, I've been assigned a Navico event, and I'm going to tap right where it says start. And that's how I log in for the day. So generally we tell you, get your stuff out of your car, walk into the building, find where you're going. And before you start to do anything, open up this app, log into the app, find the activity for that day, and hit start. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit start. And so now it brings up the questions that are going to be asked for your visit that day. Now, your visit may last a couple hours. You may be there doing multiple things over that time. So you can answer all these questions throughout the day, at the very end of your shift, during and while you're and working on some of the things that the form asks about. It's up to you, but you have to have answered all of these questions by the end of your shift and hit submit. And so I'm going to walk through all these questions just so you kind of see how they work and how to respond to them. But before we dive into that, I want to show you a couple other functions. Number one, if you look down here on the bottom, you'll see a timer counting up. That's how you know you're logged in. So you're being paid, you're on the clock, And so you're in good shape. You know that you've logged in properly. Just the fact that you can see this form, you know you're logged in properly. Let's say you're on a long shift and you want to take a lunch break. And our lunch breaks are unpaid. If you're just taking a 10, 15-minute break, those are paid. You don't need to log out for those. The way you do that for a lunch break is here in the upper left-hand corner where it says save. You just tap save. It'll bring up a little, another couple options, and you're going to pick the one in the middle where it says pause. If you tap on pause, it brings up this reminder. You should use this option to clock out for situations like a meal break. Do you want to continue? Yes, I am going on a meal break. So yes, I want to continue. So now it's paused. And you see that event where it says continue. That means that you are off the clock. So you can run grab whatever lunch, take care of whatever personal business you're going to do. Then when you're back and ready to log back in, you're back in the building, ready to go back to work, you simply tap continue. It'll bring up another reminder. This will clock you back into your store visit. You should proceed if you are returning from your meal break. Do you want to continue? You hit continue. So there you see on the bottom, the timer is going back up. Again, you're being paid, you're logged back in. So that's how you would log out for a lunch break. Now let's work our way through this questionnaire. And I'm just going to warn you, because this is a training, not an actual visit. I'm going to move through some of these questions pretty quickly, but I want you to pay attention to how to answer them, especially when we get to the photos where photos need to be uploaded. So let's work our way through these questions. And again, I'm going to move quickly. I'm not going to respond to every one of the questions, just so that we can get through this training pretty quick, this demo pretty quick. So did you sign in? Yes. Was the sonar bar powered up when you arrived? Tap on that. And then answer whatever's right, yes or no. Just tap on it and it'll fill that in. And then you're just going to work your way down. Was the sonar bar staffed when you arrived? No. Describe the appearance of the display. Please include any product gaps, units not working properly, etc. So here you're going to tap on that, and then your keyboard's going to come up, and you're just going to type in exactly what you see. And please give us as much detail as possible. It's really valuable to our client and to us to know what you're seeing. Now, for the benefit of time, I'm just going to put some dummy information in there. I'm going to click done. It captures it, and then we move on to the next question. So here's our first chance to capture a photo. Here you can either take a photo, or you can just add one from your gallery of photos you've already taken. And so that's one of the choices you can make is, do you want to just take a photo right now? So you click that add photo there on the bottom, and here are your options. You can take a photo. So for this first one, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a photo. I'm here in my office. I'm just going to take a picture of something real quick. So I take that photo. Yes, I want to use that photo. Here we're going to enter a quick description, sample photo. Done. It asks you to select a category. Normally on most of these, you're going to collect the Navico branded display. And then you bounce back up here to the upper right hand corner where it says done, and you're done, and then done. And that is now added to the form. So we'll move our way quickly down to the next photo, and then I'll show you how to I'll do the same thing, but this time we'll upload it from the gallery. Is all signage and promotions current? Yes. Does the store have, yes. Does the store have a competitor's end cap? Yes. Please identify a brand. Again, just putting some dummy information in there. Capture a photo of the competitors. And so I'm going to tap to add photo. Then here on the bottom, I'm going to add photo. And this time I'm going to take it from the gallery. Now I took some pictures of my office. And so they're previously loaded. Just going to grab that. And then I got to enter a description and then tell them what category it is. It's the Navico branded display. And then click done. And then done again. And there it's added to this display or to the form. So there you can see the couple different options you have. If you want to take pictures throughout your workday and have them loaded on your phone and then fill this entire form out at the end of the day, you can do that and just grab those photos that you've already taken. If you want to be filling out the form as you go through the day and just take the photos as you're answering these questions, you've seen how to do that option. Okay, so let me move quickly. You cannot submit this form and log out for the day until all of these questions have been answered. So to get to the next part of the demo, I've just got to move quickly through here. You will take your time, read every question, answer appropriately, give us as much information as possible, provide the number of units. You'll notice that these that have an asterisk at the end of them are required that you fill those out. So you will not be able to submit it until those are complete. Does the Garmin? Yes. Does the Hummingbird? Yes. Are all Lawrence models on display? Yes. Inventory. And again, I'm moving quickly through here because this is a demo. You are going to take your time, answer these as accurately as possible. Here's another one. We're going to add photo. I'm just going to grab them from my gallery, just so that we're moving quickly. And let's provide the name. Please use this section to describe an overall summary of your visit. So again, give us as much good information as possible on this. Provide any additional photos from your event. Let me just add one more. I'm going to add it from the gallery. Why don't we use that one? Describe what that is, and then whether it's a competitor or Navico. Done. Okay, so now just scan back through here and make sure that you've answered all of these questions before you hit submit. And looks to me like I've covered everything. All right, so now I'm at the end of my shift. I've completed the form. I've given lots of really good information on the visit that day. I'm ready to log out and end my shift. You're going to do that by tapping submit in the upper right-hand corner. And again, hit submit. Oh, I missed something. So highlights it in red. So I've got a photo. I needed to add one more photo. I do that from the gallery. Enter the description. Done. Done. Okay, so now let me hit submit. And okay, so it brings up this error message. Oops, you're outside of the geofence. Would you like to continue? I am out of the geofence because I'm sitting in my office doing this demo. I'm not at the Glendale Cabela's, even though I wish I were. So in this case, if you are where you're supposed to be, you can just hit yes. If you're in the geofence and it's telling you you're out of the geofence, that would be a time maybe you want to submit that on the help. Let us know and we'll readjust the coordinates to that position. But for today, I'm just going to hit yes, and it's sending it to the server. Okay, now this is a critical page. You are not logged out just because you hit submit. You've got to go in this page, verify that all the information is correct, and then click I accept. So this is saying I timed in at 6:34. I timed out, logged out. In other words, it's 6:46. Let's say I got to work at 6 o'clock, but I was so excited that I forgot to log in. What you're going to do is you're going to tap right on there where it says March 9th, 2022 at 6:34 p.m. Just tap that and it brings up this calendar and the time. Normally you won't have to change the calendar date, but you might have to if you forgot a visit from a previous day. You might have to enter it after and change the date. But most times you're going to change the time. So down here where it says 6:34 p.m., tap on that, adjust it to whatever time it should have been. Let's say I got there at 6. I'm just so excited to get to work. I forgot to log in. And then come back up here where it says March 9th, 2022. Tap on that, that closes that window. And now you can see I was logged in from 6 o'clock to 6:46. Now what happens anytime you manually change that, it has to be approved. Your payroll has to be approved. That prevents people from gaming the system and trying to add extra hours. It requires a manager to look at it and make sure those hours are accurate. But you can use that to change your time if you forgot to log in or forgot to log out, or you get home and remembered you didn't log out. That's how you would fix all that. Now, let's say you start making changes and kind of forget where you were. You can always come here and right below where it says I accept, it says restore to original value. That if you were making changes and not, you just want to go back to what was originally there, if you simply tap that, now you look back up here on top, it's back to 6:34 where it was in the beginning, and then you can start over. If you need to add another time set, so let's say we logged out for lunch, forgot to log out for lunch, you were gone for over 30 minutes, you need to add that, you're just going to tap on that, add another time set, and then go in and do the same thing, just manipulate those times to what time you should have been there. If you want to leave your manager any notes at the end of the day, maybe it's something like add my lunch 1 to 1:30. And then that information will be sent to your manager when he looks at your payroll. So final step, and it's a critical step, you have to hit this I accept. You have not officially logged out until you hit that I accept. A lot of reps get to this screen and they think they've logged out because they can see their time. But in Vision, this is the critical last step. So just tap I accept, and then it brings you back to this screen. No other activities assigned for the day. That log in, log out has been sent for approval, and you should be good. If there is an issue, we cannot log in for you. We cannot log out for you. So always make sure if you're working that day, you log in and log out in Vision. And if there's any problems, maybe you forget or need to do the form later or anything, make sure you log in and log all the way out. Once it's been submitted and accepted, we can go in as the managers go in and manipulate it. You can go in and manipulate it before you click that I accept. But again, we can't log in, log out for you. So anyway, that's the demo. Hopefully that gave you some ideas and visually seeing how it's done will help you as you dive into this program. After you've done it once or twice, you'll learn. It becomes pretty simple, but always the first time can be a little bit tough. So good luck, have fun. Welcome to T-Rock. I'm excited for this program, and I look forward to meeting and talking to some of you down the road. And if you have any questions, you're welcome to reach out to me. Welcome to reach out to whoever your field manager is. And we'll see you down the road. Thanks.